you're not going to get anywhere with the way everyone's discussing. You need to change the discussion. So that was one thing that she really didn't like about me, that I mentioned that. She didn't like that, and I admit this was a mistake. I tried to do some of the homework that I had forgotten to do the one time in between breaks. I was freaked out because I was trying to do everything I could to impress this lady. And the fact that I had forgotten an assignment, I got really freaked out. And I apologized to her, and I was wrong in that case. But time went by, and it was time for me to do pre-student teaching. Pre-student teaching is when you go one time a week. And she actually, the way I exchanged emails with her, this Sister B, and it seemed like she was leading me to believe I had to have a second praxis test in order to start the course. And she later told me that that was not the case, when there was only 2 weeks left before it was supposed to start. So the only place that was left was a Catholic school. And everything was actually great in the Catholic school for a while, until the third class, which was Ash Wednesday. So there was a sermon, there was a ceremony, and I can tell you, if you're not Catholic, putting ash on your forehead itches like hell. And you don't want to scratch it off, because then it gets wiped off and everyone freaks out on you. But anyway, I was in the place and I was trying everything I could. I had no idea what was going on. I was just going to try and sit there, do whatever anyone told me. I was not looking to make any sort of disruption. And they called us up for communion. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to because I was a Catholic. I kind of didn't want to let anyone let on that I wasn't Catholic, let alone an atheist. I was just trying to kind of blend in, and I did quite the opposite. I accidentally, instead of eating the Eucharist at the time the priest gave it to me, I waited and I sat down with it. And I got a nasty email from from the person who runs the program, not Sister B, saying that, that's basically sacrilege. And before I was supposed to do my first lesson, that the following class, I was told I was not allowed to come back, that they didn't want me to come back, which means I would fail, which means my career in teaching would be over, because no place is actually going to hire someone who has a F in pre-student teaching, not even student teaching. I had to go through a whole long meeting to get it changed to a withdrawal, and Sister B spent the entire time character assassinating me, bringing up every single thing that she could dig up that was bad about me. And I tried to make the meeting about what I did wrong in pre-student teaching. They made it clear this was not about the Eucharist. This was not religiously motivated at all. They just didn't think that I was ready. Mind you, this was I had only been there 3 days. I had yet to teach a lesson. They didn't think my lesson plan was good enough. And even Sister B admitted in the meeting that one bad lesson plan, badly executed lesson plan, was not enough to expel someone from pre-student teaching. She just thought that all the other things I had done in the past, which had no relevance on the class that I was taking at the time, warranted that I wasn't ready for teaching, and that I should fail and try again, which, again, is next to impossible to really do. So, everyone, I'm not the most liked person, but I've never been hated, really, before in my life. I've never been the target of a character assassination. I can tell you it sucks to stand up there in front of people and have someone try to convince all of these people that you're a terrible person and bring up everything that they can to do that to you. And this is what this woman did to me, this sister. Now, I'll admit, there are good nuns out there. This isn't a rant against nuns. Actually, there's one, I'll call her Sister G, for that reason. And she was actually really great. I took a communications class with her. I loved her. She was really awesome. I had a best class I took there. Nuns aren't bad. This nun was very bad. And there's plenty of people on the campus that agreed with me that she's just not a good person. And it's really a shame, because I don't know how many other people's lives she's really screwed with. And I know she's not going to see this video. The chances are slim to none that she even goes on YouTube. But if she does, I don't care. I want her to know that I really don't think she's a good human being in general. With the habit on her and without. Dr. Sister B. That's what happened to me. And I'm $15,000 in debt from taking all those classes, and I've got nothing to show for it. That's on top of the $15,000 for the BA in psychology, which is fine because I have a college degree with that. I've got no room to complain on that, but I've got to pay $15,000, and I've got nothing to show for it. Worse things have happened, I know. But it's pretty much a lot of it had to do with her. And me as well. I'm not without blame here. But that's my Catholic experience. That they were, as soon as they found out that I wasn't Catholic, my time there was done. Never brought up religion once. So yes, that's my Catholic experience. The shortened version. Hope it fits. Have a nice day. Drink some bourbon. I'm Mrs. Discussioner. Out.